This isn't a quick fix. It has to be done daily, but I think if you really stick to this plan, that you should see your face clearing up and staying clear. Hi everyone! Welcome to our channel, Match Made in Medicine. I'm Amanda, and I'm a fourth-year medical student hoping to be a dermatologist. As part of dermatology, we like to teach others how to keep their skin healthy. And for me, that was something I struggled with as a teenager dealing with acne. So today, I'm going to share with you my acne journey and how I finally found the right regimen so that I haven't had a pimple in a year now. Full disclosure, there is no makeup on my face. And as you can see, there are also no pimples. I am so happy that I have not had any breakouts because it really took me years to figure out what to do to make sure that they never come up again. Now, I will say from time to time, I can tell that one might be coming up, but I keep using my regimen and sure enough, they really never actually come to full form. So when I was about 13, I started getting teenage acne. It was all over my face, my back, a little bit on my chest as well. I had tried so many over-the-counter different products as well as going to a dermatologist and getting topical medications as well as oral medications. My acne would go up and down where it would get better and then get worse, get better, get worse. Finally, it started clearing up a little bit as I got out of those teenage years. But then when stressful events would occur, my acne would flare up and just cause so much annoyance in my life. I'm also one of those people who used to get acne scars. So if I had something that would pop up, it took forever to go away, and then it would leave a little scar. When I got into medical school, I got pretty stressed, as one can imagine, and so I started getting more acne and realized I really needed to take control of my face. So I did my research, and after finding a bunch of different products, I put together a list of things that I like to use. Now, these products have served me well over the last year, but I will say that they might not work for everybody, and I'm by no means saying you need to use these or these absolutely will get rid of your acne as well, but they have done wonders for my face. I think they're a great maintenance routine and something that I have to use lifelong for sure. So let's start with what I do in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth and then I wash my face, and this is what I use. So it's the brand La Roche-Posay, and it's called Effaclar. And then my product has 2% salicylic acid in it. And so I think that this is a fantastic morning face wash. Now, dermatologists typically will recommend something with benzoyl peroxides in them, or with a wash that has salicylic acid in it. There are varying degrees of how strong the percentage is of these ingredients, but I think for someone to use every day continuously, a 2% is probably going to work for someone who has mild to moderate acne. The next product I put on after I wash my face and do not dry it off is this. So this is Hada Labo, and it is a skin plumping cream. It really is a moisturizer that has hyaluronic acid in it, which is something that helps absorb water, and so it gives the appearance of your skin being more hydrated and plump, and allows your skin to keep the water in, which is actually a good thing. The next thing I put on, which is a very important step, is a sunscreen. And so I like the Elta MD sunscreen. I also get a tinted sunscreen since you can see my very pale complexion, and I figure I could use a little bit of help. This is SPF 46. Typically, any SPF over 30 is good to cover you from sun rays. And it doesn't really matter what sunscreen you get, as long as it's saying that it's non-comedogenic, which means that there's no products in there that can clog your pores. But I do like this tinted sunscreen because I don't really like wearing makeup, so this way I have a little bit of color to my face. And something that I had always neglected was my lips. I guess I just never really thought much about it, but actually I saw a lot of products that are lip sunscreens. And so I invested in this Vanicream. It is kind of like a lip balm where I just open it up like so, and I'll just rub it across my lips, and it's a little bit sticky, so I really recommend doing it after you eat breakfast and as you're walking out the door in the morning, or you can even bring it with you. And then the last thing that I like to do in the morning, and this is kind of just for me, so I have a lot of allergies and I think it makes my eyes pretty puffy underneath, and so if there's people out there who have the same issue, then this might work. Honestly, not exactly sure if it's working, but I think it might be helping a little bit. It might also just be that placebo effect of using something. This is something called Origins Ginseng, and you kind of just put it underneath your eyes. I also put it on my eyelids. I put it on every morning, and it's supposed to depuff. What do you guys think? Do my eyes look depuffed? Who the heck knows? But that's my morning routine, and then I go on my way. I go throughout my day, And typically you're supposed to reapply sunscreen, and I do admit that I'm not the best with reapplying my sunscreen, but I think ultimately if you're able to put it on in the morning, and if you can remember to put it on before you leave a building to go outside, then that's ideal. Day and I just need to shower so that I can go to bed, I start my night routine. So the first part of my night routine is using this Ultra Gentle Daily Cleanser by Neutrogena, and what I have found is that it's not always great to use that stronger salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide wash twice a day. Sometimes it's good to have your face rest a little bit and get something that's just really nice for the skin, and it'll clear off all of the oils that you've had accumulated over your day. So I put that on while I'm in the shower, and then when I get out of the shower, again, I don't dry my face. So I put lotion on right after. And so what I use is this CeraVe moisturizing cream. It actually comes in a nice tub and it lasts a long time. And so an important part of a lotion or a moisturizer or cream, however you want to call it, is to have those ceramides in there, and to try not to have so many alcohols, because alcohols are not so great for the skin, while ceramides, on the other hand, are fantastic. The third thing I use, and this is probably something I was gimmicked into and won't use again, because when I was on my dermatology rotation, they told me that this doesn't necessarily do anything. But I was told that I'm starting to get older, and in order to prevent wrinkles, I can use a collagen hydrator. So I just had bought this a while ago, and I'm using it until it's finished, but I probably won't buy it again, truthfully. But then the next two steps of my routine are key and very important for everybody. This is something called CeraVe Healing Ointment, and basically it has petroleum in it. And so I don't put this all over my face. I only put it on sensitive areas like my lips and then underneath my eyes, places that will get really dry for me. Because the next and final product that I use for the day is Retinol. So this cream, guys, is a lifesaver. It is basically a retinol or a vitamin A cream, and these have been known to work for anti-aging, a lot of different dermatologic conditions, including acne, because what it does is it turns over your skin. Now, I will say that if you haven't used this before and you're first starting to use it, it does make your skin pretty dry, depending on the dosage, and it also can bring out new pimples that you never really thought you had. But if you just keep using it, those pimples will go away, I promise. Don't get frustrated. And so the routine for this is to just put a pea-size amount on your finger, and I spread it in between both my fingers, and then I rub it throughout my whole face. If you're new to this product, you can use it once every other night, but I've built up my immunity, so to say, and I use it every night. prescription from the dermatologist. But you can get over-the-counter Differin or adapalene gel that is not as high of a strength, but may work for you to keep your skin looking young and free of acne. Now, if that doesn't work, then you are able to go to a dermatologist or even sometimes a primary care physician, and they can prescribe you these retinol creams that are a bit stronger. Now, I did want to go over some kind of myths that I always thought of, and I realized they're not really true, is the fact that if I have oily skin, it always needs to be dry so that I don't get pimples. That is why I never used to use moisturizer on my face. But I've come to realize that that's actually not true, because if you keep your face dry, then the oils in your face are going to come out because your face is like, hey, wait a minute, why am I so dry? And so putting on that moisturizer is key to preventing breakouts. I also don't wash my face a million times a day anymore. Back in the day, when I used to get a bunch of pimples, I thought maybe washing it off every few hours would get rid of those oils and help those pimples go away. But I realized that it's actually good to have a little bit of oils on you, kind of for the same reason as it is to use moisturizer. So now I stick to only washing my face twice a day, unless I really work out or sweat a lot, and then I'll add in a third time. The next thing that I will add is that, to me anyway, diet doesn't really affect the fact if I get acne or not. I could eat terribly and I still don't get acne from that, or I could eat really well and then I get a breakout. So at least for me, I haven't noticed anything related to diet. Now, stress, on the other hand, that will always give me acne, but I still haven't gotten major breakouts at all while using this regimen. So for those of you who are out there and need some help getting that face clear, for whatever reason it may be, why don't you just try out these products? I'll list them below, and while some of them may be slightly expensive, they last for a long time. I have only had to replace a few of these items so far, and it's been basically a year. And let me know what you think. This isn't a quick fix. It has to be done daily, but I think if you really stick to this plan, that you should see your face clearing up and staying clear. Just some pointers that I wanted to mention. Try to use that tretinoin or vitamin A type cream at night, because it can interact with the sun and it can cause sunburn easily, and that's also why sunscreen is so important. And another thing is, it's also pretty great to use moisturizers on your neck. It's something that a lot of people don't really think about, but your neck also will get wrinkles as you get older, so a great way to prevent it is to start using that moisturizer now. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and get that notification bell on so you can watch our future videos. And just for a recap, I have a morning and a night routine. In the morning, I use a face wash and then a moisturizer, then put on sunscreen and then a lip sunscreen, and then I put on that depuffing for my eyes. And then at night, during the shower, I like to use my face wash. When I get out of the shower, I put on lotion and then a collagen hydrator. Then I use a petroleum ointment for my lips and for other dry spots before I put on my retinol cream. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps everybody's faces.